Hello, today I wanted to demo the latest code gen AI tool. It's called bolt.new. It's been released 10 days ago and so far has made a big impression within the AI community, and I have done some testing and looks very promising. So as always, it starts with the prompt. What do we want to build? I already created one. It's the one that I'm using for all of my tests. So let me get that one. Okay, and basically it's create a web application for my e-commerce coffee shop. The name, I want the home page, I want the product detail page, I want the design to be similar to Starbucks, and I provide the information to connect to my Commerce Tools project via GraphQL. Okay, so let's start with that. The process is starting. And now, as we can see here on the right, it has created a virtual environment with my project structure, with all of the files and the source code, and is creating one by one. So you can see that it has done the package.json, the app. Now it has created the header, the footer, the home page. So it's actually not writing only the code for one class, but it's creating the entire workspace, which is something that is very impressive. So understand the structure, understand the components, the hierarchies, the folders, and so on. So far, I have made no modifications to the code. For example, this one is connecting to the GraphQL API of Commerce Tools. And it's going to take a few seconds. Actually, it goes super fast, I would say. And then I will be able to preview how that looks like. So now the thing is finishing, and the next step, I have a terminal that I can actually execute commands. Right now it's executing the install command, and it's going to start the development environment. So it's not only writing the code, it's also deploying the application and starting the container. And now we're going to take a look. In general, we have an initial authentication error that we need to fix. So let's see if that's the case. It takes a second. Okay, perfect. That is our coffee shop, and here we have the standard error that I mentioned. I'm gonna just copy and paste that error without even providing any additional context, just by letting them know. The LLM identified that something is not right and start actually creating the fix. So it's now modifying commerce.ts, it's updating used products.ts. So I think it's going to change a few files. It's done. It's letting me know what the changes are, and I can go to the preview. Okay, and now it's loading as expected. As you can see, we have our shop store with 3 products. These are real products coming from the Commerce Tools API. We have some content as well. We have a header, and we have the product detail page as well. That is something that I requested. So fairly basic, but it's already working without any code from my end. And for example, now we have only these options. Let's play with the cart. So I will say add cart. Okay, so basically I described that I want the cart functionality, that there needs to be a cart in the header, and that when I click add to cart, there should be a number listing the total number of items within my cart. So once again, it's making the changes. It has updated the cart component. Okay, it's updating the product detail, and now it updated the header, and you can see here that we have the expected icon. So that looks really good. Now it's redeploying the application. It's done. It's going to load. Okay, so if I go to my product detail, add to cart, perfect. There we have number one. Go to a different one, added number two, so that is being properly updated. And I would like to also get a cart view. So let's take a look. Okay, it's still not there. So add a new cart view page. Add a new command. I'm just basically requesting the creation of a complete new page. So it's creating that once again. If I go to the code, you will see that all of this is being done under pages, which is what I will expect. So it's keeping the same structure, which is very impressive. Okay, now it's creating the route, I think. Yep, cart page as well. And it's updating the header to make the proper link. To be honest, this is quite impressive, I have to say. The space keeps moving and evolving so fast. Okay, it's done. Let's go once again to my preview. I think it's going to load again. Go to add one, go to a different product, add the second one. Okay, and there we go. We have a cart view. It's not rendering the picture, so I should ask for that. But here you can see the items, you can see the total, you can see the price, you can actually play with the numbers, you can remove it, and so on. So the next step will be to move forward with the checkout and the following steps. And something that is also very impressive in this particular case is not only doing all the code and the preview for me, I have one-click deployment option. So if I click that, basically I'm requesting deploy this application. And now we start building the deploy. It's going to do a deploy to Netlify. And what it's going to generate is going to be a public URL. So it's a publicly hosted site, functional site that I can access, and I can start sending traffic or make changes or move forward with implementation. So this might take another second. Okay, it's been deployed properly. And now this is the URL that has generated. So I can just click. And there we go. I click on that URL and you can see the entire site being properly rendered with my card, with my product detail view, and so on. Okay, that is the latest one. Honestly, I think is one of the most powerful ones. I love what is being done with the entire workspace and the different files. Thank you.